What's going on, Stim Junkies? Hi, Stim Ace here, and I hope you guys are starting off the week on the right note. Today we are going to be reviewing a product that was sent to me by my good friends over at XTREMIS Cartel, courtesy of NutriCartel.com. Now, I've been sitting on this one here for probably 2.5, maybe 3 weeks. They sent me 3 different flavors. I've been experimenting with it. I've been running it regularly, and I gotta say that this right here might be one of my favorite intro workouts of 2026 thus far. The tub that I am holding in my hands may look familiar to many of you because it's got the iconic skeletal king on here, and you guys know this from the El Jefe pre-workout, the El Jefe Queria pre-workout, as well as all the other El Jefe variants, but this here, boys, is not a pre-workout. This is an intro workout, something you want to be sipping on during your training, maybe even before, maybe after. It's a flexible product, and we're going to talk about it. This here is Bomba, and I have all 3 flavors. We're going to break everything down from the label to the flavors and the effects in the gym where it matters most. Let's roll that intro, and let's get talking about Bomba in 2026. All right, guys, so like I said earlier, the tub here is going to look very familiar. There's no need to zoom in on it. You got the skeletal king over here, the king, the El Jefe, if you will, but this here ain't no El Jefe. This is Bomba, which is an intro workout that I had about a year ago for the very first time. It was good then. I liked it, but they went ahead, they reformulated it. The tub looks really, really nice. It does come in 3 flavors, and luckily for me, I got to sample all 3 flavors. Well, I did more than sample. I've been running these, and one of these tubs is already halfway empty, which should tell you everything you need to know about this intro workout. Now, I didn't get into intro workouts until about a year ago, and it really, really changed my life. I used to just drink water in the middle of my training session. Sometimes I would maybe throw in some BCAAs, but then I realized I wasn't really living up to my full potential because EAAs are better than BCAAs, and there are so many other ingredients for hydration. You have vitamins, minerals, and certain ingredients that prevent muscular cramps and help with recovery. And in this day and age, there's just so many incredible supplements, but I freaking love XTREMIS Cartel, one of the most underrated, slept on brands of 2026, and they are freaking amazing. So I'm really happy to be running these pre-workouts, reviewing them. Sorry, not pre-workouts, intro workouts. I'm so used to reviewing pre-workouts, guys, but this here is indeed an intro workout, and this here is the grape flavor. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break down the labels in a moment, but first we're going to talk about the flavors. Now, the serving size here is 2 scoops for the full serving, which comes in at about 23 grams. The scoops are accurate, and there is flexibility here because if you have a standard shaker size bottle of 16 to 18, maybe 20 ounces, you can definitely throw into 1 scoop and it's going to be perfect. Or if you're like me, you like bringing your gallon jug to the gym, especially on days where you're going to be hitting the sauna afterwards, you can take in 2 scoops, mix it in that gallon jug of water, and you're pretty much good to go for the entire day. You really can't beat this, and it's a great value for money as well. So we're going to talk about the flavors before I get into the label and the breakdown and all that other stuff. So the first flavor I tried is the strawberry kiwi, and incidentally, probably my least favorite flavor. The tub here is definitely fuller than the other 2, which should tell you what you need to know. It's not a bad flavor by any means, but in general, I've never been a big strawberry kiwi guy. Even back in the day when I used to drink Snapple, back when they had the glass bottles, kiwi strawberry was never my favorite flavor. It was always on the bottom when it compared to other flavors. So this one here, out of the 3, definitely my least favorite. Now, when it comes to the middle flavor, we got to go with the grape candy flavor. And yes, this is indeed a grape candy flavor. Tastes very similar to a blow pop. If you guys ever had the grape blow pop popsicles as a kid, this tastes very, very similar to that. It's got a nice sweetness. It's not overly sweet. By the way, none of these are overly sweet, which is great because I've had some EAAs in the past that are just way, way too sweet. And I do know that they're using sucralose, so it's not actual sugar, but still, I don't like things that are overly sweet. So none of these are overly sugary. They don't have that crazy sweet finish where you feel like your teeth are rotting away after drinking the drink. So this one's really good. This is definitely my second favorite flavor here on the list. But my favorite, the number 1 spot, has easily got to go to the strawberry lemonade. This thing is so freaking refreshing. Honestly, I put this in the gallon jug, 2 scoops. I go to the gym and I pretty much always empty out their ice trays over there because I'm always asking for 3-4 scoops of ice. They probably hate me at this point already, but every time High Stim Ace goes, I always get hopped up on the ice. They're always throwing in the ice, and this is just something I can literally be sipping on the beach. Honestly, I could be sipping this thing while relaxing on the beach, while absorbing some sun waves. This thing is freaking delicious. So definitely my favorite flavor, strawberry lemonade, but you guys don't really care about flavors, right? So let's go ahead and let's break down this label. So looking at the supplement facts here, this thing is freaking loaded and the lettering is very tiny, so I'm going to be squinting a little bit. I might be struggling a bit. This is a massive label. This is fully loaded. This thing is a freaking beast. So we're going to break this down slowly, so bear with me because I am struggling a little bit reading the lettering on here. But it says on the top that you're supposed to mix 2 scoops with 8 to 14 ounces of water and then just train, right? So this is meant to be an intra-workout to drink during your training session. Again, you could drink it prior, you could drink it after. It's a flexible type of experience, but I personally like drinking this during the training session. Personally speaking, I wouldn't mix 2 scoops with 8 to 14 ounces of water because then it would be way too sweet. I actually liked a little bit of the watered down effect, kind of like drinking a zero sugar version of a Gatorade or a vitamin water where it has like a little bit of that watery after effect. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Where it's kind of like watered down. You taste it in the background, but it's not overpowering. It's not too prominent. That's how I like my intro workouts. That's just me. Everybody is different. We're going to read everything on here as it pertains to 2 scoops. That's how we always do it. We go by the max dose. This is a 40-20, so either getting 40 servings at 1 scoop or 20 servings at the full 2 scoop dose, which will come in at 23.4 grams. So you are getting 5 calories in here, 1 gram of carbs, and my God, I am struggling reading on here. Vitamin A, and some calcium, iron, phosphorus, magnesium, chloride, sodium, and potassium. No need to go into dosages, but it's all clinically dosed. So you're getting your essential vitamins and minerals on here, which is great. You can't go wrong with it. Most people skip multivitamins, so this right here has you covered, especially during training. Now, we go into the amino acid matrix next, which comes in at 15,350 milligrams. And again, I got the label. You guys can pause. You can read these ingredients one by one, or you can check it out on INTRA-Cartel. You can read the entire breakdown, but I'm not going to be breaking each one of these down. You're essentially getting the entire blend in here. Everything is clinically dosed, so that is really, really beautiful. We're going to move on to the hydration complex, which comes in at 4,280 milligrams. And this right here is where it gets interesting because obviously we have the amino acids, which help with muscular recovery and endurance and strength in the gym. But the hydration complex is really what brings this package together, especially for a lot of us that are running high-stim pre-workouts regularly. They tend to dehydrate you a little bit. So this here is a great option, especially if you're sipping in between every set. So we got taurine at 2,000 milligrams, great jack of all trades ingredient to help with performance benefits. Coconut water powder, which I freaking love, one of the best hydrating agents on the market right now, 1,000 milligrams. We got calcium, potassium phosphate citrate, trademark as CalCK, 530 milligrams, good dose. Sodium chloride as pink Himalayan salt that prevents the muscular cramps, which you guys know when we're pushing, sometimes you tend to cramp up a little bit. Not the case here, guys, when you're drinking this drink because you're getting the clinical dose, you're getting 500 milligrams, and that's going to keep you going for a while. Then we have Trax Magnesium, which is another trademark, 250 milligrams. And then we go to the other category, the intra/post-recovery matrix. And that comes in at 550 milligrams. We got VitaCherry Sport. I'm having such a hard time reading. It's a tart cherry extract, 500 milligrams. And then Senactiv, which is Panax Nuda ginseng root extract at 50 milligrams, helps with recovery. And lastly, the absorption matrix, which is its own category, but just the one ingredient. We have AstraGin coming in at 50 milligrams to round off this beautiful and loaded label. Before HiStimaze breaks down my experience running the all-new Bomba from XTREMIS Cartel over the past 2 weeks, don't forget to like this video, comment below, share the channel with a fellow stim junkie or a hydration enthusiast, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Alright guys, so you know when it comes to these intro workouts, they are an amazing, amazing essential tool. A lot of people don't take intro workouts. I used to be one of those people. I used to just drink straight water because it's easy and water does hydrate in the end of the day, right? Water is the basic essence of life, so you can't go wrong drinking a lot of water, especially if you're sweating out your sins while training in the gym. However, it pays to be more efficient, especially if this is a lifestyle that you care about and you want to really reach peak efficiency, especially if you're a natural trainer, if you're a natural bodybuilder, or just a natural gym bro. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not a trainer. I'm just a gym enthusiast. The gym saved my life. I said that numerous times, changed the entire trajectory of my life. So I really, really love this lifestyle. It really makes a difference to me. So if I want to incorporate something to really bring the peak levels to this lifestyle, then this right here is a no-brainer. Now, I freaking love Bomba. First of all, like I said, 2 out of the 3 flavors are amazing. The grape candy flavor is great. The strawberry lemonade, my favorite by far. The kiwi strawberry is decent. It's not a bad flavor. I just personally don't like kiwi strawberry. That's me, whether it comes to pre-workouts or even, like I said earlier, Snapple. Not a fan of kiwi strawberry, but these two are amazing. Now, again, the beautiful thing about intra-workout, besides the fact that they keep you hydrated and you're getting all the vitamins, the minerals, the amino acids during the training session, it almost kind of gives you a little bit of extra strength to perform a couple of extra reps, couple of extra sets, inadvertently, right? Because there's no stimulants in here. There's nothing that directly will impact the training session, but indirectly, you're feeding your muscles, you're staying hydrated, which helps you stay focused. And a lot of times for us stim junkies, we're running the 2 amino pre-workouts, the geranium pre-workouts, the alpha-O stuff, right? A lot of times we end up getting really, really hopped up, and you can get a little bit dehydrated, a little bit lightheaded, a little bit parched, right? Especially if you're running a lot of these bunker formulas that we love here on the channel. A lot of times you can get very, very dehydrated, very parched, and this is a great option. I mean, water is good too. Water hydrates you, obviously, but not as well as these products here do. So to me, this is a no-brainer. This is a fully loaded label, fully compliant. Obviously, this is an intra-workout. There's nothing gray area in here, but this is an amazing thing to add to any stack, and it just makes life a little bit better, you know? If you have dry throat from training in the gym and you're drinking water, it's not really going to hit the spot quite like drinking a nice strawberry lemonade beverage, especially if you got a lot of ice cubes in there, the way High Stim Ace likes it. So it's a no-brainer to me, and I really like it. Everything that XTREMIS Cartel touches turns to gold. I don't think I've ever had a single bad product from them, whether it's their Nootropic, Magico, or their proteins, or all their pre-workouts, all the variants of El Jefe, the Demonio Fat Burner, the Caliente. I mean, they really got it all. They're an amazing brand, and honestly one to look out for. I know that a lot of people already have dabbled with XTREMIS Cartel, but if you haven't, definitely check them out over at NutraCartel.com, and that is where you could pick these up. As far as I know, they're the only place selling it. NutraCartel.com. Discount code ACE15 will save you 15% off your entire order and help support the High Stim Ace YouTube channel. Definitely check it out. Check out the El Jefe pre-workout. They just dropped a new flavor, which I actually have right behind me, the grape watermelon candy, which is a super, super solid flavor, and it still freaking hits like a train, okay? Just because there's no 2 amino in there doesn't mean it's not going to hit. That thing freaking slaps, especially for you alpha-O fiends, so definitely check out the new El Jefe if you haven't yet. But I'm telling you guys, this has definitely got to be in my top 2 or 3 hydration formula / intra workouts of 2026. I really like it, and I'm definitely going to be picking these up going forward using my own money because I love these products, and I definitely give it the High Stim Ace seal of approval. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed this brief review, and I do hope you decide to pick these up. They are really solid, very flavorful, and lots of benefits, especially for pushing hard in the gym on the regular. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell, follow the Instagram at High Stim Ace, and I will see you all next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. Stay hydrated. High Stim Ace, signing off.